Hello everyone and welcome back to Angie's Table. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a one sheet pan dinner, and I love these one pot, one sheet pan, one fry pan recipes because it's easy cleanup and you don't have a million things to wash. But today we're going to be making some chicken thighs mixed with some of my favorite vegetables, and I feel like these are great because it produces a lot of meals. So you can either feed a large group of people that are coming over to your house, or you can just save it and put it in Tupperware for the rest of the weeks when you get lazy to make your dinner or your lunches. So let's go and check out these ingredients. So let's start off by making the sauce for this recipe first. We're going to have to put half of it and marinate the chicken for about 30 minutes. So let's hurry up and make this so we can keep this in the fridge. Let's add in a half cup of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, dash of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Now we'll work on our herbs. So I have rosemary and parsley, and I'm gonna mince these up. Oh, I smell the rosemary already. You don't have to use rosemary. I had rosemary available in my fridge, and also rosemary is very holiday-y to me. But if you guys want to use thyme, go ahead and use that. But if you don't have fresh herbs available, then go ahead and use some dried up oregano and dried up parsley as well. Ah, the earthy smell of parsley. Let's add the parsley and the rosemary. I'm gonna squeeze half of a large lemon into the sauce. Now let's give this all a mix. Now let's add half of this marinade into the chicken. Give it a quick mix. You can use bone-in chicken thighs. I just prefer boneless chicken thighs because I don't like the mess of it, and I just think it's cleaner and easier if you just don't have bones in there. But you can use whatever cut you want. If you want to use chicken breast for a leaner cut, you can feel free to do that too. It's in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and in the meantime we'll prepare the other veggies. Today we're using Brussels sprouts, these cute small round potatoes, and some leftover veggies that I had. I already had the Brussels sprouts pre-cut up because I eat this a lot. So it's in my Zilling bag, and I literally have this I don't know how many times a week. So I'm trying to do recipes and eat at home like carb alternatives or lower carb meals because I love rice and pasta. I think I eat rice. I have to eat rice or pasta every meal. Otherwise, I don't feel satisfied. Potato is a carb, but I think it's more of a veggie than just like a straight up flour or carb like rice. I think this will help me to be a little bit more filled up. It's a better alternative. Okay, now look at my peppers. These are just gonna be rough, big chops. Peppers really will shrivel up in there. Onion. I like these cuts of onions, I don't know why. Look at all this color, I love it. I always have these leftover veggies that I have left over from when people come over and I'm cooking them something, and so especially with these end pieces, I think it's a really good way to get rid of it. I know some people just throw it out, but I think it's such a waste. Like you can keep it and put it in stir fry or fried rice or whatever you'd like with it, or even, you know, like this, a one-pan dish. The oven is currently preheating at 375. Let's assemble our veggies on a pan, just throw them all in. And I'll just mix this around. So colorful. Add the other half of the marinade. So I'll be using gloves because I have so many cuts on my hand. It's gonna sting with the lemon in there, so mix this around. Got my chicken out of the fridge, and we're gonna place this on the baking dish as well. I'm gonna make some space for it and then place it. Also, add in the leftover sauce from the chicken all into here. I'm actually gonna make 5 slices of these lemons and place one on each of the chickens. I'm also gonna add some rosemary sprigs on top. Wow, looks so festive. Oh, it's ready. Okay, so that will go in for about 40 to 45 minutes. The chicken should be done cooking by then. And for now, do you guys know what it's time for? So today's word of the day is 다쳐, which means hurt. I heard 닥쳐. I was like, no, 닥쳐 is not a good word to use. I mean, shut up.
Like in a really mean.
That's true. Okay, so I decided to use the word 닥쳐, or not 다쳐. 다쳐 because I'm like in pain everywhere. I sprained my foot. So Grace and I, we were filming the Christmas in Chicago video with Mother and Cash in the city, and I was not watching where I was going, and I fell off the sidewalk onto the street where cars were passing, and I hurt my foot, and I was in heels, but I walked the rest of the day, and now I have bruises everywhere. I have cuts here from the railing. I was trying to hold on to something as I fell, and I hurt myself. If I'm in the car or something and some girl's not paying attention and she's on her phone and she falls, I would have been like, oh my gosh. I would have judged her probably. I did that. I was the one that everyone probably saw and was talking about, so it was so embarrassing, but whatever. But anyways, today's word of the day is 다쳐. It's ready. Now we just gotta add some cheese and garnishing and we're ready to eat. We're gonna eat. I'm so excited. Grace, you have yours in front of you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna try the chicken first. Oh wow, it just like falls.
It's so good.
That sounded so fake. You're like, oh, so good.
No, it tastes very healthy.
Oh wow, the onions are packed with flavor.
It's actually really satisfying.
Right? It literally falls off. I'm like,
everything's really tender. Brussels sprouts too. Ooh, the potatoes are perfect cooked. Yeah, the chicken is so tender. I like this actually a lot. I'm gonna mess this up again.
bring it, yeah. Oh, good job, Grace, you did it. So good and so easy.
Everything cooks so perfectly. I would definitely eat rice with that.
We're doing this to reduce the amount of carbs and talking about carbs.
This is really good though. It's very simple. But it's still very flavorful.
Potatoes are so
I
good.
know.
But I think the hardest part about eating healthy is the fact that you don't feel satisfied. I think I'll feel satisfied with this.
I think I would too. I think I would eat this often.
So I hope you guys try this recipe out. So simple and delicious. Like, you can't go wrong with it. So see you guys on our next video.